Why? How could this happen to my child?
5 years later, the emotions are still running high for the family of Matthew Dreaver, who are trying to make sense of this unthinkable tragedy. At this point, police say the suspect has still not been found. Matthew was just 16 years old when he was struck and killed by a vehicle on October 7th, 2019. It's believed that he and a 14-year-old friend had a dispute with two men in a vehicle in a Shoppers Drug Mart parking lot around 2 a.m. Police say the two boys ran off and the car chased them down in the area of Woodbine Avenue.
The driver mounted the curb, drove over the sidewalk onto the grass, and then struck Matthew Dreaver.
Dreaver had no vital signs when paramedics arrived, and he later died in hospital. It is now alleged that one of the two men exited the vehicle before the driver struck Matthew.
I'm also making an appeal directly to the man who was the passenger of that vehicle on that night in 2019. I believe that you were not in the vehicle at the time the driver ran over and killed Matthew Dreaver. I also believe that you did not know that the driver was going to run over Matthew.
Meanwhile, the teen's family and friends continue to grieve and remember.
Matthew was a loving, fun, selfless boy. He was a thoughtful and charismatic. He was my son, a brother, a grandson, a nephew, and we're having an uncle. Matthew was taken from us.
I think Matthew would have been going to college by now. I think that he would be living a great life, working his own job, being a strong, independent, Indigenous man.
The suspect is described as a white male in the age range of 20 to 35, around 5'10", 5'11" in height, with short, balding hair. Investigators are asking anyone with information or who was in the area that night to come forward. At Toronto Police Headquarters, Catalina Gillies, City News.